Folks, Upside Down Philosopher here. I hope it is not too windy today or too rainy for the audio quality. So I want to do a short one about vulnerability and weakness. This was the subject of a TED Talk a while back, a few years ago. You should check it out. And I don't remember exactly what they covered, but I want to share an image that came to mind, which is the eyeball. So your eyes, think about how vulnerable they are. You can get a tiny speck of something and have to pull over. It could be an ant leg in your eye and you got to pull your car over. So very vulnerable, but think about how much they pay for themselves. If you catch one animal to eat or you dodge one thing that wants to eat you, then they pay for themselves right away. The eyes probably pay for themselves 1,000,000 times in terms of being able to protect the whole organism and of course feed it and do everything else. So physically, the most vulnerable spots are the openings. This is where we can be attacked or where we can be vulnerable to infection. And what about emotional vulnerability? So we are social creatures and we are the most intelligent as far as we can see on the planet. And then the more that mammals are social and intelligent, the more that you can see emotional vulnerability in them. You can see whale mothers or chimp mothers not being able to get over the loss of a dead child and just dragging it around, holding on to it, for example. And we have many, many more emotional vulnerabilities than that. So is emotion a weakness overall? Or does it pay for itself? As long as we're not talking about superficial or illusory emotions or cravings. But if we're talking about genuine, deep, heartfelt emotions, those may guide us in ways that more than pay for themselves in terms of the vulnerability. And also, of course, in terms of the richness of experience, when you're having positive emotions and when you're in love with the world or with anything else or anyone else. So I think that's all I wanted to say right now. I think that emotions are hard to define, actually, so that should be in a whole other video. So take care.